very, very, very surreal.
This is grassroots at its very finest.
Participation's doubled since that Euros in 2022. I think there's like 2.7 million girls playing football every week.
The Lionesses Fund came into focus. This is ideal.
I think the future's looking bright.
Because of pictures like this and inspirations like Mary that we're getting that growing number of girls teams.
Hello and welcome to Calverton Miners Welfare FC, a three-star England football accredited club doing incredible work in their local community. It's a pretty busy place to be day in, day out here, but today is an especially important date in the diary because they are unveiling their brand new 3G pitch. You may recall back under the iconic arches of Wembley Stadium, the summer of 2022, the England Lionesses triumphed to European glory. As part of their legacy, the Football Foundation released a new pot of funding to enable such pitches like this to be built in honour of those superstars. We have a very special guest who will have this pitch named after him, so let's find out who she is.
Football Foundation has made a huge investment into this site over the last 23 years, which is funded by the Premier League, the FA and government.
I am so excited to be here today. I cannot tell you how much this means to me personally, my family. Enjoy this pitch, use it, and become better players and people because of it.
She's like an inspiration to every young person. Obviously love playing on it, and it's a joy.
Hello, so nice to meet you. Really well. Yes, so here I am stood on the Mary Earps pitch. It feels really cool to say. I bet it feels even cooler to be you stood here.
Yeah, it's very, very, very surreal. Yeah, I don't really have many words for it. People keep asking me, and I feel like for the first time in forever, I'm speechless. I can't believe how many people have turned up. I can't believe what it looks like. I can't believe how many goalkeepers are training there. I'm blown away by it all. It's incredibly special.
It's really fitting that the Euros 2022 trophy is here because you and your England teammates, you had that triumph, but it was really important to you that there was a sense of legacy.
Right.
And when you look out like this is legacy in the making, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the most incredible things about having played for the Lionesses and being a Lionesses player. It's what the Lionesses represent, and obviously they continued that in 2025 as well, being back-to-back champions. And yeah, immensely proud to have been a small part in the success of the team, and yeah, to be able to see the community impact as well, not just in terms of the trophies and the glitz and the glamour, but also what this means to young boys and girls and the parents and the town and the city. Yeah, it's incredibly special. I'm running out of words to say.
I can imagine it's so overwhelming because, like you say, this is the town and the city that you were born and raised in. Your family still live here. They've been a part of today as well. This is grassroots at its very finest. How do you think a young Mary Earps would have felt donning her gloves and coming and training here week in, week out?
I know, I keep thinking, I can just see there's a picture of me when I used to play for Forest, like Sunday League Forest, and I had like a blue goalkeeper top on and a white cap and my goalkeeper gloves just out there. I keep thinking, I wonder what that would have been like for me to have this as a kid, but I'm immensely proud to be part of it now, and for young girls to be able to follow their dreams and pursue their dreams, and keep on this crazy women's football train that we're on.
And isn't it inspiring to think that young Mary, this would have been beyond her wildest dreams, and there are players out there, some might go on to play elite football, but we've spoken to others that have real appetite and passion for coaching, for refereeing.
Right.
This is a bigger piece than just the playing side, isn't it, having facilities like this?
Oh, 1,000,000% for everybody involved in football, for the community as a whole. Yeah, I can't speak highly enough of it, really. So yeah, super proud, glad I could come down today, and it's really nice to see it live, how the kids and everyone's benefiting from it. And yeah, like my gran literally lives 10 minutes down the road, so we were just in the pub before getting some pub grub, and yeah, I can't believe it, thinking about how we've got to this point.
I bet she and all your family, when they drive past here now and see your name on the sign on a facility like this, are going to be filled with pride. Finally, Mary, we were speaking to some of the players here, and they made a really good point. Why not? Why should we as women and girls not have the same priority access? And that's a really important message. It's at the heart of the Football Foundation's strategy. That is integral, isn't it, to keeping this growth and sustaining it for the women's game for decades and decades to come.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you've said there is the fact that that's the way their brain works, I think just shows the direction that we're going, the generation that they are. And hopefully they'll continue to push the boundaries and barriers like we've done. And, we've stood on the shoulders of the players that come before us. They can stand on our shoulders and continue to push this game forward. And yeah, pictures like this are absolutely going to go a long way in helping that.
Well, I think the final note should be, Mary, thank you on behalf of all the young girls here in Nottingham, across the country as well, for all that you've done and the legacy that you've lived. The game looks in such good hands now.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Hello, Charlotte.
Lovely to meet you. Bob, good to see you again. How are we? Let's grab a seat. Viv, firstly, thank you so much for having us. Could I ask you to take us to the very start where you learnt about the opportunity of the funding through the Football Foundation?
So it took us about 3 years from start to finish, Bob, would you say?
Well, we started in 21, 22, Viv.
Yeah, 3 years. So we had, I first did an investment ready programme, and that's when I first met Bob, and he came on as our consultant. The Football Foundation have a remarkable amount of resources that they send out. It's almost mind-blowing. And as you go through the process, it becomes easier and you understand what that community engagement tool's all about. Seemed quite easy. We'll have a floodlit 3G pitch on here. Was actually quite a lengthy process and quite difficult at times, but very rewarding now.
Bob, this particular pot of funding, the legacy from the England Women's Euro success, is incredibly, incredibly special. When did it first pop up on your radar, and when did you marry up the opportunity for the football club? When did you think it would be a good fit?
Well, fortunately, I'm dealing with another predominantly ladies' club, and they are now looking towards building their 3G pitch. So the Lionesses Fund came into focus, and we decided, well, this is ideal, especially with the club's commitment with the Arnold Eagles.
Yes.
Because that's another aspect of it. The club I'm dealing with haven't got their own ground, but share a men's team. So these partnerships that the FA approve and are very, very sort of interested in developing comes into being, because not only with Arnold Eagles are you sort of inheriting girls' teams, but you're inheriting volunteers to do all the aspects. For instance, treasurers, coaches, referees, all these people that help out with the club. Yeah. You've got a ready-made club that's coming in, and you don't have to do extra work. And Viv knows what extra work she was doing in relation to the grant application.
Viv, seeing Mary Earps cut the ribbon and the pitch being used must make you feel so, so proud. I wondered, though, if you could cast your mind back to those first few email exchanges, that scrolling on the foundation's website, etc., what piece of advice or what thing would you like to go back and tell yourself then that you know now, for people watching this who might be looking to embark upon sort of that whole funding process themselves?
Yeah, I think what people have to realise is that there's no quick fix. So there's no quick, easy way of getting that funding, and you've got to allow yourself time and be kind to yourself, because often you feel like you take 3 paces forward and 4 back. So it's not straightforward, and you sometimes, well, I sometimes felt like I had to jump over this hurdle just to find another one. And but then now I look back at that time and I think, no, it was relatively easy, really. So I think it's, yeah, don't think, Viv, next time it's going to happen next week or next year even. It took 2 to 3 years to get from A to B.
What does the future of women and girls participation here look like now that you've got the Mary Earps 3G pitch to utilise?
Well, I think the future's looking bright, really is. I mean, we've already seen an impact and not just with girls and ladies. And because of the Lionesses Fund, obviously that is so important. And the other thing that I'm really, really pleased about is our inclusive teams. We've now got 4 inclusive teams and growing, and they're great, and walking football. So it's, yes, girls and ladies football is our main focus at the moment. But alongside that, both Arnold Eagles girls and Calverton girls and ladies are growing. But on the back of that, we've also got these extra things. So the Lionesses Fund is...
Well, it nails the whole point of the legacy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Creating that equal opportunity, and then off the back of it, more and more people from underrepresented groups get their chance.
Yeah.
And thank you so much again for having us here, and the best of luck with everything moving forward. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Wow, the sun is shining. We have a brand new 3G pitch to open. What a wonderful day for the Football Foundation, a day I imagine you're very proud to be a part of.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I think we've had probably one of the wettest years so far. So to come here to see this amazing facility that we've built with the Lionesses Futures Fund is fantastic, and it's great that we've been able to support a club like Calverton that have been doing such great things on and off the pitch.
You can see how much it means to Mary, you can see how much it means to the volunteers here at the football club. Why was it so important for the Football Foundation when England had that triumph to really capitalise on that moment by ensuring that funding went directly to equal access for women and girls?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a huge uptake in the demand for women and girls football. I think participation's doubled since that Euros in 2022. I think there's like 2.7 million girls playing football every week. What we've had to do is react to that success and make sure that the facilities are in place for the girls to be able to come and play in environments that are welcoming, accessible and friendly. And this is just a great example of a facility that hopefully will be a catalyst for women and girls football in Calverton, Nottinghamshire and the East Midlands.
It's really encouraging, of course, to see this upward trajectory, the increased amount of engagement and participation for women and girls sport. But of course, challenges come with that. And the point about equal access to opportunities is, whilst it's wonderful to have these kind of pitches, making sure the women and girls game is at the forefront of scheduling and so on. Could you just give us again a little bit of insight into sometimes the problems that grassroots clubs can stumble upon when it comes to delivering that access?
Yeah, I think with grassroots football, obviously huge participation in the boys' game and the men's game. So with the growth of the girls' game that's come so suddenly, and the growth has been so dramatic, to be able to provide facilities for people to play, to take chance of that opportunity has been really important. The Futures Fund has allowed us to put women and girls at the heart of these facilities. So the £30 million investment from the government, 35 pitches like this, the one that we're naming after Mary Earps, which is amazing and fantastic. And they'll be the women and girls will be front and centre of this facility. They'll have the priority access to slots, and obviously just giving the chance for the girls' game to really grow across the country.
We were speaking earlier about the importance of putting women and girls football at the heart of a club, because not only does it obviously enhance their playing opportunities, but just naturally it has a ripple effect in terms of inclusive football, increases opportunities for disability football. Strategically, it seems like a really good way to position that funding. Is that part of the impact you're hoping as well?
Yeah, we've put women and girls football at the forefront of our strategy. We've got a priority for women and girls football going forward. And you're right, it's increased opportunities for people to play, but increased female coaches, referees. The impact will be dramatic over the next 10, 20 years as the young girls that are here today go on to be coaches, referees, etc. So yeah, this is a really exciting moment for us, and we've really got to seize the opportunity off the back of the Euros.
On the note of seizing the opportunity, while I have you here, we have lots of grassroots volunteers watch this, and more often than not, one of the biggest challenges is facilities and is getting funding. So from your perspective, as someone that's worked at the Football Foundation for a really long time now, what would you say is the one key tip for a volunteer watching this who perhaps one day has aspirations for a 3G pitch or maybe smaller pots of funding as well?
Yeah, I mean, we've been really fortunate. Over the last 25 years, we've invested over 1.3 billion, and we know there's a lot more to do. I think for any club that's out there that's looking for investment, I think the relationship with the county FA is really, really important, making sure that they're aware of the opportunities. So, the club here secured funding for changing rooms 23 years ago. Now it's a 3G pitch, But in between, they've seized on so many other opportunities around funding for fencing, improving the grass pitches. I know they've accessed the Howdens programme and the Greener Game. So I think having that relationship with the county FAs, staying engaged with them, and just being really clear about what the ambitions for the club are is just really important.
Some very good advice to end on there. Thank you so much for your time and for sharing your expertise with us.
No problem.
So what started as a moment of sporting triumph ends in the Mary Earps pitch, one of several Football Foundation funded 3G pitches across the country. A massive, massive thank you to our hosts for their time and warm hospitality. We have taken so much away from this episode, and we hope that you have as well. Don't forget to check out the Football Foundation's website for more information, and any questions or queries you have, pop in the comments section below. And make sure that you subscribe to the Club Hub on YouTube for further episodes and information and resource sharing as well. That is just about all we have time for on this episode. We look forward to seeing you again very soon.